Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Brenda, and the channel is Brenda Darlene. And I created this place to where I can connect with you and share thoughts, topics, things that you might want to hear about, as well as possibly ask me. And I'll get back to you by doing a whole show about that particular topic. Today I wanted to tell you, see this, it is the beginning of 2026, as we all know. We survived the holidays. My cubs survived the holidays too. I've been struggling, but that's not my topic. My topic is, are you struggling? When my daughter was here, she would say, "Mama, would you like a cup of tea?" I really wasn't in the mood for tea. Maybe I was kind of in a moody mood. And yet she had this mindset that if you just take time to breathe and have a cup of tea and take a moment, just pause. Just pause. So to us all who have made it onto the other side from 2025 to 2026, I'm hoping that you too are in your happy place. Maybe it's not a physical place, but emotionally, spiritually, physically. What is it? What is it that can make you feel like you're struggling when we get to start all new this year? But Brenda, you don't understand. We got a lot of problems, finances, especially now that the holidays are over, because of all the expenses we spent that maybe we didn't have. What happens when we go over our budget? And I don't mean finances. Our budget of energy, our budget of emotions. Some people would call it boundaries. Other people say, I just don't have the bandwidth to even deal with that because they got outside of their budget. That's a good word, I think, to think about this year, 2026 budget. I won't be saying 2026 all year long. Well, maybe if I have to write it down, but nevertheless. But today is a good day, right? Today's the beginning. And I'm really thankful because I'm up, out of bed. Ta-da! Look what I can do. What about you? Is it hard to get out of bed? It is sometimes. I mean, last year, I was in the hospital, so I didn't have an option to get out of bed. So this year, starting fresh, I'm hoping that I could be of assistance to you as we connect. I want to have this place where I'll meet with you here, and we can share thoughts. Feel free to, ask questions, and as we go through these struggles in life, because as we breathe and as we do different things, sometimes we might struggle, like serious things. Grieving is one of them, or excitement, or boredom, or loneliness. And there's so many different ways that we all struggle in this world. But I wanted to say to you, even if you feel like you don't even know how to verbalize what's bugging you, let's start out this year with communicating. Just little teeny things. Being brave and even just, message Brenda. You know how to do that? Do you? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, like, whoa, if I desire to communicate with people, because that's what we want to do this year, right? Say, hey, how are you doing? touching bases. We just, you know, went through a season, holidays, they call it the holidays, but it was a season, the fall, you know, and now entering into winter, and that has such an impact on us. So I wanted to remind you that you're not alone. And if I can help, if I can be a vessel in some way to share some knowledge from this point of view, from this little human vessel that is thankful I have my voice back because it's gone. With all of our imperfections, with all of our mistakes, with facing fears of like, oh no, how am I going to connect with somebody? Let's work on communicating with each other. People around you, people that are real. So this channel is going to be about being real and staying on topic. That might be a little bit hard for me, but thanks for your patience, because, you know, there's a whole lot going on in this well-used brain of mine. Very thankful for it. You know, I know there's something I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to say while I'm here, saying, oh, would you support my channel, please? Would you consider sharing, subscribing, ringing the bell? You know, that, you know, it's like we all know this, right? Because somebody said we had to do that, or you're supposed to do it, or it helps. And so I don't think I've ever asked that or said that before. So it feels weird to me, you know, because like there's a part of me that's like, can't make me say that. You can't make me ask, will you support me? So either way, I just wanted to let you know, if you could share, if I have something that's of value, if I have something that is of value that you might think somebody else might benefit from, then please share. In the meantime, you know, here we are. You know, it's like, what do you do when it's rainy and cold outside and, you know, you don't have the energy or don't feel like it or don't know how to deal with stuff? What do? Again, we're talking about communicating. Maybe sometimes I don't know what to do. And then I can pick up that 1,000-pound telephone. It's not even a telephone. What do you call it? Cell? Yeah, we'll just call it cell. And so picking up your communication device and saying, hey, sometimes you might ask, will you pray for me? Or you might say, I'm thinking about you. I have a question. Do you think you can help me figure this out? People love to help figure things out. It's amazing. I have so many stories to tell you, but I'm trying to decide what to do. You know, like, I say that because sometimes we need to do just that. Can you do that? You know, you're talking to somebody and you know you're burying yourself, or you know you're just going on and they're not listening. You can see their eyes go, right? You lost their attention, or they could care less. Maybe they're just being polite. But communication takes two people, or you could communicate this way and connect with a lot of people. But it takes intention, and to be honest, to be real. And that's what this channel is about. I'm not AI, I'm not artificial. I am totally one of the AI in the sense of authentic intelligence. So when you desire to communicate with somebody, then remember to tell them at the end, I appreciate you. Thanks for taking the moment, because we're all sharing our moments right now. So I want to tell you that. I appreciate you taking the moment to spend with me, and then hope that somehow or another this will be a helpful thought. When you're trying to communicate with somebody, attempting to communicate with somebody, perhaps you find it difficult for many reasons, whether it be from when you're a short little person, or whether it be something happened at school, your teacher gets mad at you for talking, somebody's not listening to you, so just go, never mind, I'm never talking again. But that's not really good either, right? So be able to communicate with each other and paying attention to time. You don't want to consume somebody's time all the time, but it's wonderful when we can share with each other time to say, hey, I see you. I'm glad you're here. You're not alone. If you need anything, there's a lot of resources out there. We can brainstorm, maybe find some cool stuff that will be helpful. But we won't know that without communicating. So I encourage you to reach out. If you have a topic you'd like me to talk about, I will definitely keep that in mind and then figure out how to do that in the near future. But for now, I'll share with you my desire is to communicate with you and to be of assistance. Until next time, hope you find this helpful.